Yo, yo. What is up? Okay. All right. It's been a couple days. Let's run back through. Need to confirm what we're really looking for here. I feel like we're having a pretty good time farming the Ubers. Oh, I've actually got an attempt at Duriel. I'm not quite sure I can do it, though. I could reduce some of my damage for more survivability. That might secure it a little bit more. Might give me a little bit better of a chance. Just need 2 little skulls. Do I have room on anything? Okay, so my helmet is decent. It's okay. Chest piece is pretty good. I can always swap for a more defensive one, though, if I need it. My gloves are very okay. I can actually re-roll the strength on these and probably... What? Gosh, what do I even need? I mean, even intelligence would probably be better. Okay, damage reduction from elites. Crit strike, attack speed. Ult, duration, and then healing. Yeah, I think that's fine. Do I have max poison resist? No, I'm a little low on that, but that's okay. I can cap that out with a potion. Big deal there. Go, Adapt, what's up? Akumos, what's up? How's BlizzCon? Dude, BlizzCon was great. Really good time. You ready to get some Greed's good game? I don't know if I can do it, man. It looks too bad in comparison to Dark and Darker. I can't imagine that there'd be any reason I played Greed is Good over Dark and Darker unless they like drastically upscale things. But I'm glad that you're loving it. Adapt, BlizzCon was really fun. I went to TwitchCon and BlizzCon within like a span of like 3 weeks of each other. And TwitchCon was mediocre. BlizzCon was great. And from what I hear, it was like one of the less exciting BlizzCons, so it's like I can't wait to go again next year. Highly recommend BlizzCon if you're into that sort of thing. I really didn't know what to expect, and you know, I showed up and it was just like every person there was so pumped to talk about anything Blizzard. Like you could just like say hi to anyone sitting around you and it was just immediately like, oh hey, like what games do you play? Oh, you play WoW? Like this is my character, this is what I do, and you know, this is the build I'm going for, and this is my Diablo character. And it was just like you guys were launched straight into like, you know, talking about video games, which was so much fun. But like literally anyone, like if I said hi to anybody, it was just like, oh hey, what do you play? You know, you were like already just like, oh, I have something in common with this person immediately. It was a really good time. TwitchCon felt very isolating, where BlizzCon was like, it felt like it was just like a giant guild hanging out together. Oh gosh, I wish, is there an easier way for me to like know the name of each of these Paragon boards that I selected? I don't think there is. I'll name something different. I don't have much damage reduction over time. I also don't know if that's helping me at all. I could probably pull all these points back.
1, 2, 3, funk.
I mean, a 15% chance to entangle them. I mean, I guess immobilization's okay, but if you look on one of the gates, you can see all the different boards you can use, I think. Yeah. Gosh, I wish this showed me the ones I had already used, though. I want to make a quick video on just, like, my build so far, but I don't know how to call out which boards I selected. Which, my build is completely unoptimized, and I did this myself, and for some reason it's working. I think because of the vampiric powers they added in Season 2, I think the powers are just so powerful that it's, like, enabled a lot of builds to just, like, work. Which I'm really enjoying. That's just pure poison resist. That's funny. A lot of intelligence around there. On my Sork, that's what I'm doing. Just whatever I want, hoping it works. Yeah, I feel... That's how I always want to play these games. Like, I feel like it's just... These games lose 90% of their playtime for me when you're just looking everything up. And it's particularly bad with Blizzard games, but I mean, like, even before like anyone launches into WoW, right? Like, what do you gotta do? You gotta go to Icy Veins and you gotta look up, okay, what DPSs are top tier? It's like, okay, now you're choosing your class based off of what Icy Veins told you to choose. What's the next thing you look up? Okay, how do I build my character? Like, what's my talent tree gotta look like? Okay, Icy Veins just built your character for you. Told you what character to play, now built your character for you. What do you gotta look up next? Oh, how do I do my rotation so I'm not terrible and everyone can just see it? Oh, well, Icy Veins just told you what character to play, how to build it, and now it's telling you what buttons to press. Okay, like, alright, well, yeah. I mean, I can't raid without add-ons, right? So it's like, so people playing WoW, you're literally just a bot. You're a poorly programmed bot. You move when the add-on tells you to move. You're playing the class that the website said it was okay to play. You're building it the way the website said you have to build it to do optimal damage. And then you're clicking all the skills in the button that they told you to do. It's like, oh, are you actually playing this game? Or is the game playing you? So all that to say, I like trying to do this on my own because it just gives so much more breadth into the game. It's like, okay, I have things to experiment with now. You know, items that suck are still exciting because I don't know if they're good or not. You know, just things like that. It gives so much more depth and like mystery and discoverability to these types of games. So I always try to wing it, which preseason and season 1 really wasn't working. Like the game was just too hard. You had to have the Paragon board set up to be successful. But this season, it seems much easier to be able to do that. That was one of my big problems with Path of Exile. Like, I love Path of Exile on the surface, but every time I hop in, the game is so punishing if you build your character wrong. And it's like, the game is so difficult that you have to build your character right. So it's like, you really can't experiment with Path of Exile too much unless like you really know what you're doing. And that is one of the things that I like that D4 is like kind of opening up for me. Okay, so I'm a little nervous I won't be able to take Duriel here. I gotta make a potion of poison resistance bare minimum. I think I'm gonna try it. And then if I fail, I'll just ask someone in world chat to come kill it for me. need the potion place. Yeah, here it is. But yeah, I'm doing my own little makeshift storm claw build, which has been a really good time. Could do an incense too, I guess. What's some of these 5 ones? Increase strength. Increase intelligence. Intelligence would get me something. Alright, where's my poison potion? I really don't need 25%. Is there a weaker version of this? This one's a little weaker. I only need like 10%. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, I guess it only increases the max resist by 3 though. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Let's do it. Gosh, now I gotta remember where he was. Actually, there's a Helltide going right now, and there's only 19 minutes left of it. Oh, I need to do this for the Living Steel. Okay, we're gonna be derailed from Duriel for just a little bit. Because the Living Steel from these Helltides is the only way that you can farm the mat to go to Duriel. And Helltides are not always up, so it's like really, really stingy in getting these. But yeah. Got nothing. Gotta figure out a better way to get cinders because I'm getting so few. Oh, treasure goblin. Capture and melt this guy. Well, I think we literally one-clicked him. Sadly, I will never be able to use any of these weapons, but... total armor, max life, fire resist, dex. Wow, that's pretty good. Also, I gotta find this chest too, which is like not easy. I'll ram my way back into town. have a ton of elites out here. Nice. This might all be for nothing if I can't get enough cinders. Nice. Let's make sure this guy's not over here. See ya. Rose, nice, okay. Definitely need a ton of those too. That's how you re-roll like individual affixes on your equipment. Oh, there's an event over here. I'll probably do this. Let's see, I'm at 61 right now. Let's see if this is worth. You stun me! Oh, I think we actually did it. We did it. That's weird. Didn't feel like we did it. Okay, that was 7 cinders. That was certainly not worth it. What do I do? Oh. Gotta stop clicking on her. Yeah, we are running out of time. This is not working out. These things take so long. Come on! Oh, Paragon Point? I have no idea where I'm going with that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're making it.
I must wait a moment.
I mean, normal enemies were just like ripping right through. Not a ton of elites or anything. Actually, just kind of finding 0. Funny, the game really can't keep up with like the speed of the horse. The enemies and the map icons are all like loading late. Okay, this guy is... I'm getting meteors thrown at me. Is that just the zone? Actually, stuff happening in here. Okay. What if there's a point to me like unlocking these strongholds too? Oh, here we go. This is it. Okay. Alright, well we got 8 minutes to get over double what we need.
I must wait a moment.
See if it's possible.
I must wait a moment.
Like big events or something.
What is this?
That was a good little chunk.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Oh, this is so tight. Really don't think it's possible. What do I do?
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
What does this symbol mean? Oh, some sort of boss up here. That should be good. Oh!
I must wait a minute.
Maybe something.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a minute.
Oh. Oh my gosh, this is so close. I do think it's possible though. Okay, here we go. Big group of elites.
I must wait a minute.
Loot everything because it's in my way. We're so close. Feel like we need bigger groups than that.
I'm not ready yet.
Woo!
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, I need 17.
I'm not ready yet.
I gotta like start working my way back there too. Okay. This is totally doable. Now I just gotta find it again. It wasn't in the big area, it was like further south.
I need time to do that.
Alright, it was like somewhere down here. Yeah, here it is.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Okay. I get this guy to fight me.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, he's out. Sweet. Nice. Okay, we got one. Did he interrupt me? Got it. Sweet. Wait, I don't have room. Oh no. Okay, map's gotta go.
I'm not ready yet.
Almost have enough for a little chest too. Helltide Assassin, yeah, right. Oh, he's going after somebody. Keeps running away from him, we're running out of time. I was dodging. Oh, he's actually gonna get away. Nice. Just like that, it's gone. All right. Duriel. Oh! Total armor in werewolf. Poison. Int. Total armor, poison resist, damage reduction, damage while fortified. My pants are going to be really hard to replace. Yeah, my pants are like, I guess they're low item level, but they're near perfect. Chest will also be very hard to replace. So like chests and weapons are automatically out. Helmet, there's probably some room for improvement on the helmet. Gloves for sure, I think. It's a really nice amulet. Total armor while on werewolf. Damage reduction from poisoned enemies. Flat damage rolled too low, though. Okay. I'll bring this chest piece just in case I need to change out for something more defensive. Is there any, like, I mean, my boots... I don't know, I could put one upgrade in my boots, I guess, but... Let's just cap them out. Why not? Can we reroll this strength on my gloves? Enchant. Okay, no, it's got max crit on it. Okay, so that can't be changed. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real fast. I'll be right back. Give me one sec. Let's go! What are we doing with these Paragon points? Is there anything like significant I can do here? I could gain a little bit of life. But that's boring. I got a lot of these bonuses already. Am I close on any of those? Let's see. What do we need for this? We need willpower. We could snag some more willpower. Oh, which actually does nothing, so never mind. This is only to magic nodes? Oh, this is kind of a waste. Oh, no. Well, that is a bummer. Okay, what's this one? It's human only? Oh, no, dude, what do we do? To magic nodes? Gosh. I mean, that one seems pretty good. We put exploit in for vulnerable damage. It would be much more than 12, right? How many dexes do we have here? I think we have enough. It'd be a little weird. 25% bonus to all rare nodes. You deal 16% increased physical damage to non-elites and bosses. I don't think so. Here's critical strike damage. I mean, this could be okay. This could be some damage too. I don't know if I care about poison lasting longer though. I think we go exploit. Okay, gosh, this is weird. Okay, let's salvage this. I didn't realize what I was doing. I mean, it is bonus damage to magic nodes, so it's doing something. 12% damage. Can I get higher than that? Where's exploit? We're gonna have to pull some stuff out here. Let's pull that out and go here. And then feel like I have to go up somehow. Ugh, is this even possible? I really don't need the bonus requirements though. Gosh. What happened? I need one more. Is there any sloppiness in my pathing somewhere? Form skills? Yeah, that counts. Damage reduction, bonus damage. Warren, what's up? You came into me messing around with my Paragon board because I'm about to fight Duriel. which is one of the hardest bosses in the game. So I'm just trying to fine-tune any last things I can before going into this, because I actually don't know if I can beat him. I need a ton of int for that. I need a ton of dex for that. Was this even worth it? I don't know if this was worth swapping out, because I'm not even up to the 12% damage mark. This might have not been worth. Okay, Daryl. Oh, sorry, Adapt. I didn't see your message. For some reason, your name always blends in with your other posts for some reason. I don't know why that happens. Other than figure out the Paragon Madness, yeah, I'm just trying to squeeze out a little bit of toughness, because I felt like the Duriel fight's going to be close, but I want to just push myself dark mode for sure. I just want to push myself over the edge slightly. Oh, actually, if I could get another dex node here, that would be huge, which I cannot. All right. Man, I actually feel like, for not having any idea what I'm doing in this, I feel like I'm pretty well optimized. After you want to run some Nightmare Dungeons together for leveling? Sure. I'm down. I need to level up some of my glyphs, so that'll be perfect. I think this is like my flawed area right now. This is definitely my flawed area. Okay, so what if I abandoned that and I went for rare? Because this would also work. I need a bonus to rare nodes. That's magic. What's my bonus to rares? Okay, here we go. A couple bonus to rares here. Neither of those are going to help me in this situation. This one also will not. That one will also not. This one also does not. Also no. Dang it. Okay, well, it doesn't... I probably need to swap, like, 2 locations of glyphs or something, but whatever. Okay, so I actually think the original was the right way to do this, I guess. What was it? Fang and Claw, I think was what it was. Yeah, it was this one. Okay. Alright, bring that back. The willpower is still solid, but I don't need that anymore. So it's giving a slight bonus to those two. It's not doing anything for that, unfortunately. I was hoping that it was affecting each of these. So look for your hop on. Sweet! We do want to go into that. Actually, I guess that doesn't really benefit anything at all, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's just going to be as good as it gets. Also, don't need that. Okay, so we're back to having 2 points again. I could pick up 4% max life. Or I could have no other options than that. There's no more. Can I find any willpower here? Okay, there's 1 node I could pick up. Gosh, do I want survivability or do I want damage, though? That's the real question. See, that's just pure poison damage, so that actually does, like, nothing for us. I need a ton of dex to make that happen. Okay, so for now, I think we just take the extra 2.9% damage here. Alright. Okay. I think everything's been done that can happen. Let's take a swing at Duriel. He was here. I've never attempted this solo. Don't know if I have what it takes. But we shall see.
I cannot do that here.
I don't even really know if there's anything I need from Duriel. I don't think there is. I mean, if like an uber unique drop, that'd be pretty cool, but... This guy's over here just trying to get, invites to Duriel. That's a smart move. Alright, here we go. This is probably like... what, third hardest boss in the game? I have enough materials to summon one. Alright, hit our poison pot. Let's make sure that we are... yeah, so we're at 62%. We drink that. We're at 73%. Probably. Alright, here we go. Oh, you know what? Damn it, dude. Alright, I'm gonna have to swap this back. Forgot to fix that, which is fine. We'll just do even more damage. Alright, here we go. Again, I don't know how to do this. I've never done this. I know that like 2 ads spawn. Well, I've never done this alone, I should say. Okay, I'm already noticing a lot of poison damage.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, the melee hits are not bad. Uh-huh. Really gotta dodge those. Yeah, okay. I gotta watch out for the little hip thrusts. Oh. What? Huh? Yeah, that's a bad one. I gotta dodge that. Everything else might be okay? Where's he going? Well, okay, I was mid-dodge there. What are we talking about? No! Rosenwood, hello! This is my first Duriel attempt, sorry. Trying to focus on in. No, 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 no. Okay, this is actually pretty good because I can just farm a bunch of life off these. I need him to drop potions, though. Where's his 2 ads? Maybe that's what this phase is? Oh. What the hell? Why is that doing so much damage? Okay, the ads really hurt for some reason. No, 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 no.
I must wait a moment.
Where's our health? Okay, he's stunned. This is everything. We're hitting him hard. Okay, we'll get some of our potions back there. JK will get 1 potion. God, I have to kill these and I can't. They do so much damage.
I must wait a
Not like this. Oh, I have to kill these ads, dude. The ads are so brutal. Okay, I think that might have got him. Okay, let's focus back in. Nobody panic. Dodge that, kinda. This phase is good for me. Questionable stun, but that's okay. Having a really hard time like dashing through him for that. Okay, last little cycle. Hopefully there's not a phase 2. Wouldn't be surprised if there was, though. Okay. No, he summons these again!
I must wait a
Yeah, man. Ugh. Okay, that one's dead. What's happening? He ate me. What is this? Oh, this is so sketchy. He's stunned. We did it! Oh, that was really sketchy. That was really sketchy. Oh, yeah, this is what I got last time too. Dang it! Okay, so that was a little rough. It was the ads that were really posing the threat to me. It was like all poison damage. But at least we know we can do it now. Rosenwood, hello, welcome. Are you playing today as well? These are not great. Oh, this one's okay. What are we looking at here? Dex, movement speed, total armor while in a werewolf, and shadow resistance. Okay. The movement speed rolled better. The total armor rolled worse. The shadow resistance rolled better. But I don't super need that at the moment. And then the dexterity would be a free roll into something else, or I could take that towards the Paragon board. Oh, I'd be losing the 3 maximum charges of evade, though. I think that might be an L. Yeah. 925. Werebear, total armor, damage reduction from poisoned. This rolled higher on the damage reduction from poison and the total armor. Oh, is it a chance? Welcoming me back to my own chat room. It has this ring. Crit chance, crit strike damage, crit strike with werewolf. Okay. Crit chance is probably pretty similar. My damage to crowd-controlled enemies and my damage to poison enemies is really low. I rolled max lucky hit chance, though. Which I actually don't know what lucky hit chance is doing for this build. Critical strike with werewolf skills rolled absolute minimum. So I'd be losing like base damage for a bunch of like crit strike damage, which I don't know if that's worth entirely. I'm going to hold on to that just in case. Definitely can't use a weapon. Probably not. Alright, so no real pickups there, unfortunately. Yeah, so if anyone wants to run maps with us, just let me know. I think Adapt and I are about to hop into some. Anyone would like to participate? Come on in.
That looks warm. I can fix it.
Throw these in here. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, I could have put this on. I could have sacrificed some damage for a lot more damage reduction here, which I did not. So this chest piece, it might have even been safer. Gear-wise, I'll just put another ruby in there. I wonder if this 5 all res is doing much for me. I don't even know. These are like pretty much all donezo. Adapt, are you ready now? There he is. Let's go. Dude, I haven't done anything higher than like 20. Just FYI. $37 is the lowest you have? Let's try it. All powers are fully upgraded. Let's go. I think the highest I have is... I have a 30. You want to do that? Oh, let's do it. 37. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I haven't done anything near this difficult. Oh, you're playing a... Is that a bow rogue? Alright. Gosh, am I gonna die? Bow rogue, nice, that's cool. Normal mobs are dying.
I'm not ready yet.
First chest. Oh, are they stuck in here? Oh, yes, dude. This is the best bug. This is the best bug.
I must wait a moment.
The really hard part is when things start exploding, though. Nice. So much experience, dude, yeah. I've had that happen one other time, where they're like stuck spawning in the chest. For my build, that is like best case scenario. Yeah, well, here's one. I'm so fast! This is not a very dense dungeon. Like these bats are so small, they're like taking up spawns. Alright, we got him. It's easy though, that's for sure. Find more willpower in this range. Can in the dex section. Also go max life. Oh my gosh, how deep back here is this thing?
I'm not ready yet.
Slay all enemies, of course!
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Have you tried Duriel on that character yet, Adapt? I feel like Rogue always does like great single target damage. Me, yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
He said, obviously. Okay, who's shielding?
I'm not ready yet.
Nice. Oh, okay. Okay, well, 37 was very manageable.
My burden is too great.
Get rid of all these lobies. Wait, that's one I just dropped. Idiot. What are we leveling up? Territorial. Looks like I get the most damage from territorial. I'm also using Fang and Claw now. This just gives increased bonus to the magic nodes, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do that twice. Put the rest in territorial. Gotta get at least a 15. Cool. Well, I could go for more health. Or do I escape these boards and go somewhere else? Health, obviously. Alright, you want me to pop one of these? One of the maps I just picked up? I think I got like a 37 and a 38. You got a whole bunch to use? Alright. Sure, let's use yours until you decide you want to try to pop a couple of mine. Ooh, a 40. I'm starting to get nervous.
Well, let's have a look.
It's cool. That dungeon, I should have looked. Here it is. Lights Watch. I also did not clear out my inventory like an idiot. Something's significantly slowing me. It's probably that ranged unit slow on hit type thing.
I must wait a minute.
Healer mobs are not popping in one hit anymore.
I'm not ready yet.
I need a good werewolf movie. I've been really wanting to watch. This is actually a vampire movie, but it was like the last voyage of the Dementor or something like that. I really want to watch that, and I just can't find it anywhere. Like, they keep trying to charge full price for it. And it's like, I know the reviews are not great. The movie is not a full price type movie. And the ranged attack slowing you is real annoying.
Not ready yet.
CC is my weakness. This is not the right way. Nice.
I must wait a while.
Nice. Had a trap. Piece of cake. Oh no, my headset's dying. I don't know if I'm going the right way. Oh yeah, this seems... The Den Mother? One of my own kind? Oh, that stuns me? Alright. Nice.
My bag's up.
Okay, let's trash these blues. I don't know I have those. Cool. Yeah, this is great for the glowstones. Yo, Glenn Davis, what's up? I'm doing great. How are you? Just farming some good old Diablo. Which, by the way, I wonder when they're going to bring Diablo back into Diablo. They got Duriel in here. They have Andariel. They have Mephisto. I feel like Bale was somewhere at some point. Get rid of pretty much all of that. Do I need this for any reason? Sure don't. Nope. Those were okay, but I think they gotta go. Yeah, 667, what are we talking about? I don't even know why they're there. Actually, I want to find out where I can find this game. So the easiest, well, are you playing on PC or are you playing on console? Guess that should be the first question. Watched some videos, so I got interested. Yeah, are you a PC gamer or are you a console player? You're on PC? Okay. So then the easiest way to get this game would be to download the Battle.net launcher. If you don't have that already, you can get that from the Battle.net website. And then from there, you can actually just purchase the Diablo 4 game either directly from the launcher. It'll kick you over to the purchase screen, or you could just Google Diablo 4. But yeah, the first step is really you need the Battle.net launcher if you don't have that already. I want to say it's 60. I think it's 60. And it's actually a really good time to get into the game because BlizzCon just happened. And they announced the next expansion, which is coming up in I think 2024. And then on top of that, this season is like the most fun and the best state the game's been in since release. Is it a good game? I really like it. Have you ever played Diablo 3 or like Path of Exile, anything like that? I'm ready whenever you are, Adapt. No rush. If you haven't played Diablo 3 or Path of Exile... No, I watched Diablo. Streamers, yeah. So it's definitely a very... It's a very specific type of game, right? The whole top-down camera thing makes it so it's kind of hard to get immersed in games like this. So if immersion is one of the key things you're looking for, I would actually steer you away from action RPGs. If you really like collecting loot and like going through numbers and like trying to do as much damage as possible, like experimenting with builds and things of that nature, action RPGs like this one are a really good fit. Now, I will say that these games tend to be really complicated with their formulas for how damage is generated. So if you don't have like a little bit of like an analytical mind, it could be very confusing to figure out why your character is not capable to do something that you're hoping it can do. Yeah, and to Adapt's point, the story itself is really good. If you're willing to like, read the text of the NPCs and watch the cutscenes and actually figure out what's going on, like the storyline's really good. By the way, what do you do? Do you stream? I do stream. I stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. I also put out YouTube videos, TikTok videos. Yep, I stream on Twitch also. Actually live on there at the moment. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with my Paragon tree next, and this is another thing that, like, take into consideration, Glenn Davis. Once you hit level 50, these Paragon boards open up. And this is like where you can get really, really creative with your builds, which is like, if you're into something like this, it's really fun, and it gives you a lot of depth and like time you can invest in the game. But, you know, some people are not into this stuff. Some people don't like climbing along these trees and like trying to optimize your character, but for me, I really like it. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Glenn. But no pressure. You just watching is more than nice enough. It's all I could ever ask for. I have so much time. Okay, then this game might be a good fit for you. It might be a good fit. Did you already trigger the dungeon? Am I losing my mind? I don't remember pressing yes or anything. Dang it, it throws you into the dungeon now. Brother, what do you do with a long rest streaming? This is it. That's it. I actually I recently quit my job to go full time and try to make it as a streamer. This is not the first time I've done this. I've actually been streaming for about 8.5 years, I think. It's hard for me to gauge it because Adapt was back there in the OG days, but I started with Hearthstone and I can't seem to find any clips or videos or anything of the Hearthstone days. So my earliest clips are H1Z1, which was about 8 years ago. So it's hard for me to like put a finger on how long I've actually been streaming. But somewhere around 8 years. Definitely the only profession I've ever really enjoyed. And I'm kind of just in one of those like, I'm going to keep doing it until I make it type mindset. It is a very long time. But your Kick account looks so simple. Yeah, Kick is new for me. I really only started streaming on Kick recently with the whole announcement of Twitch allowing us to multi-stream. My Twitch channel has some more depth to it. World boss is going down in 3 minutes. No! Oh well. Have to miss that one, I guess. These guys are definitely hitting me a little bit harder. Oh yeah, I'm all good there, Glenn, but I appreciate it. I wonder why these guys are hitting me harder. Is my lightning resist not capped? Is that what it is? Also, I don't know if you all have jumped into it yet, but Warcraft Rumble is a mobile game that Blizzard just recently launched, and I've been having a ton of fun with that. Gosh, I also need to beat Elden Ring. I still have not beaten that. I think I did like 2 playthroughs like halfway through the game, and then I got distracted by something new dropping, but I really got to dedicate like 2 weeks and just beat that. I'll probably do that on stream actually. And now that I think about it, that would probably... I'd probably be a little bit easier of a series to watch on YouTube than like random Diablo stuff.
I'm not ready yet.
So I'm thinking about it, I could post the boss fights. I guess that's the hard part too. Like, I don't know, if you guys are watching an Elden Ring playthrough, would you want to see all the like traveling and grinding that happens in between boss fights, or would you prefer to just watch the boss fights from a playthrough? And these like little circles that are blinding me are the worst. Oh no, this is a slay all enemies. Gosh, I hope I didn't pass anything up. Oh yeah, I'm good there, Glenn. I appreciate it though. Don't need any graphics. Oh yeah, I missed a whole corner. Oh, my bad. My bad.
I must wait a little.
Cool. Let's go. The nice thing about Diablo, it's like so easy to just like party up with someone and just play. We are roasting these bosses. Melting them. Whoa, what the? Oh yes, this is for the body parts. Needed living steel there, but that's fine. Okay, so you actually can get some pieces out of the dungeons. That's good. Adapt, do you have any idea what summons those? Is it just like a certain number of enemies, or? Because I see those in random places. The world bosses will spawn one for some reason. Sometimes I see them in the vampire area. No idea. Yeah. Damage to close enemies, damage to slowed enemies. Critical strike damage. Wow, this ring is really good. Wow, I actually think this ring is just straight up better than my other ring. Yeah, because damage to close and damage to slowed is just like the base is way higher for some reason. Can you actually slow bosses though? I don't know if you can actually slow bosses. I know you can poison them. But damage may be irrelevant to bosses. You can stun them, so why not? That's true. This ring may be a massive upgrade. Damage while shapeshifted. Oh, 2 ranks to envenom. Dang, this thing is almost good too. Yeah, if I can slow bosses, this is going to be a juicy damage upgrade. I really got to come up with a plan for this. No, my lightning resist is maxed. My cold resist is the only thing that's not maxed. Had to stop at Tree Whispers? No worries. Probably start climbing for something else. This node would specifically be very good for Duriel. What are these? I mean, that could be good, but man, that is a far way to travel. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 Paragon points to get there? Is that worth it? Damage reduction from vulnerable enemies. That's good. Is there any way I could wrap back around down to this? No. What's up here? Poison resist. Poison resist. I think I gotta go to a new board. I think we're running for a new board. No titles. Hold on. Doesn't make any sense. Obviously, this is Drunken Claw. Eldritch Claw. I don't even know what that means. Let's do it. This is nice. A lot of these dungeons I haven't done yet. Oh, leftover potent blood can be used at the alchemist to craft pact altering consumables. What? Wait, what? Loving like two of these shield minions overlap.
I'm not ready yet.
Man, there's a lot of shield guys in here. Yo, J-Swat, what's up? Hey, welcome back. I have one achievement left for D4. Knocked out a bunch of hard ones the last few days. Oh, did you really? Nice. Me and a buddy are just messing around in Nightmare Dungeons right now. I don't know if you have any interest in joining, but you're more than welcome to. We are clearing some tier 40s at the moment. Which I actually feel like I could probably go slightly harder. But this does feel like a good speed.
I'm not ready yet.
All I have left is to get 50 kills in Werebear and Werewolf form as Druid. Oh, really? Nice. I haven't really achievement hunted at all in D4. Is it pretty hard? Haven't made a Druid yet? Oh, man. Druid's pretty much the only thing I've made. Druid is a lot of fun because they're just, like, naturally tanky. So, like, you don't have to worry about survivability very much. You can kind of just, like, go damage. Druid does weirdly have a lot of, like, skills that seem unusable, though, which is kind of weird. Not really sure what their thought process was there, but, like... Like, Wind Shear, for example, I don't see used at all. The summoning, like the pets, for some reason, they made those really weak, which is kind of weird. I went hard this season so far. 200s and a 50 hardcore. Wow, nice. Yeah, this season's by far been the best for me anyways. So not surprised to see you getting some extra time in there. How's hardcore, by the way? Sadly for me, I have like a pretty good time with like hardcore WoW, for example. It's stressful, yeah. But I really struggle with server technology when it comes to hardcore type stuff. I don't know why, but our server technology has like really fallen behind games. And it's like, I can't risk server lag or like a server disconnect. Just wiping a hardcore character. Oh, you only did it for the achievement. Okay, there's an achievement to get 1 to 50. I mean, that sounds doable. I mean, you can pretty much play all the way to 50 on World Tier 1. Build kind of defensive, and as long as you don't, like, you know, get caught in a trap or something, like a one-shot trap. It sounds doable, at least as a druid. I'll be honest, I lagged and got caught on edges way more than I have in regular, kind of pissing me off. Yeah, that's the thing, it's just like... Our server tech just ain't there yet, man. In my opinion. Man, I really dislike these teleports. I can never tell where they're sending me. Or if I'm supposed to be going this direction. Oh, never mind, I love this teleporter. Literally just saved me time. Oh, Mo Durpin, what is up? Hello, hello, welcome. Good to see ya. How are you? I'm getting Bloodseeker. But Durpin, I was able to solo Duriel for the first time. I did it. Yeah, I was able to do it at 81, I think. There was definitely a couple sketchy parts, but I'm pretty stoked about that because this build is completely my own. You know, I literally just made this up. So, the fact that I was able to do Duriel on this thing, I'm pretty happy about. Had my first day at a new job today. Was good. No way.
I must wait.
That is so exciting. Don't feel pressured, but love to hear all about it if you're comfortable telling us. What are you doing?
I must wait.
Day one was probably mostly just training. How's your boss? How's your team? Work as a control operator at a sheriff's detention center. Oh, man, that sounds so interesting. I bet that is going to be a blast.
I'm not ready.
Just do doors and cameras, etc. Oh, that sounds so cool. What a cool job. I didn't even know something like that existed. Good for you, man. I hope you had a really good day. And I hope you're excited about it. The last 2 years, I did a decent amount of job swapping myself, and I know it can be really nerve-wracking yet exciting. So, you know, good for you for putting yourself out there. Everyone made you feel good, not just a new guy. It's good. It's really good. Good paying benefits working for the city. That's great. That's really good.
I must wait.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Another one. Let's go. I wonder if these are dropping more often because we're in tier 40. Sorry, my dog needed to be let outside. I'm back. Welcome back. Maybe higher chance for higher tier. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. That's really good though because those parts can be really annoying to farm, and this is like a 2-for-1. Mo Durban, I don't know if you have any interest, but Adapt and I are just running some tier 40s. If you want to join, you're more than welcome to. I've never seen one of those at the end of a dungeon. Really? We got one the last 2 dungeons. Tier 40s? Yeah, we're just running tier 40 dungeons. The little maps. I think I finished this, right? Oh no, I got one left. I'm not done with this. That's annoying. Okay, let's see. Bad. 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 What was that? Total armor, willpower, tornado, basic attack, nope. Nope. Really just looking for boots and gloves at the moment. And helmet I'm kind of on the fence about. Ancestral legendary, critical strike damage to distant enemies. No. Cool. I have unlocked the Tree of Whispers, yeah. Actually, I've probably turned in about I've probably turned in about 100 caches because I was farming Varshan for my my Great Staff of Crone. Okay, I'm kind of burnt out of Diablo. Just started the hardcore character yesterday, and today I hit 50. Just got done putting in about 6 hours. Okay, no worries. Cleared a tier 93, and I'm pretty sure I can clear up to 100. That's crazy. I don't know what the highest tier I've ever done is. It's probably in the 50s. Oh, I actually have a true reward right now. Well, Sorcerer's absolutely broken this season. Oh yeah, ball lightning or whatever. I've heard that it's pretty strong. But good for Sorcerer, because I feel like the first 2 seasons, they were struggling to stay alive a bit. Boots! No, wait. Yeah, boots. I don't know why I pretended like I was going to get anything out of this. I killed Lilith at 90 on mine and probably could have done it at 81. Tried once and had the damage. Jeez. Why was I looking at those?
The forge is always hot.
How's Necra this season? My buddy got mad at me because I told him I don't pick up gear anymore. He's like, why? Are you at 925 on all gear? No, but I can still on a... Why do I need to... Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of at that point too. Like, my gear is definitely not... It's not perfect. But like, so many of my rolls just went so well that I'm like... I don't know if it's worth picking up, you know, 5,000 pairs of pants, trying to find the one that has all these stats, but like 2% higher. You ready, Adapt? Or did you already do it and I missed it again? Throw one of mine in. Oh, JK, let's go. 42. All right, we're creeping up there. Most of my gear's 875 plus. There's a bunch you don't have access to because of strongholds, I think. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oof. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't done a single stronghold. A weakness. CC, I have no way to break it. Where's these guys coming from? Less than 20 for sure. I have a bunch that won't let me pop. Okay. But I've done way more Whispers than ever before. Oh yeah, True Whispers. I've done more this season than all the other seasons combined and probably like quadrupled. But I specifically needed Varshan for my weapon, so it made sense. Plus the tree was just giving out so much experience. Modurpin, do you know if you can slow bosses? Sword staff? What the hell is that? So there's 3 different afflictions I avoid in Nightmares. Lightning Storm, Death Pulse, Stormbringer's Wrath. I don't care about anything else. Just annoying afflictions that cause unforeseen deaths. Nobody contributes to their stagger, I think. Really? Because I picked up a ring that does more damage to slowed enemies, but I didn't know if that would work against bosses.
I must wait a little.
Just out of curiosity, I'm still running the 25% increased damage while healthy. What if I did... I haven't messed around with Bestial Rage at all. Let's try that just for fun. And then also, let's see if I'm capping out at attack speed, which I think I might be. Attack speed bonus 45%. Now I'm at 25% for some reason. Okay, so I could definitely get up to 60%. Oh, yes! Are all the chests bug like this? It's tearing me up. Gotta put a new board on. Critical damage on crowd controlled enemies. Damage over time taken reduction. Okay, so... One seems okay. That's werebear specific. Werewolf skill damage. This seems pretty good. Lust for carnage. Oh, you're fighting a boss? My bad. What are my other options? Critical strike damage and physical damage. Wow, this one seems good. What does the board look like? Attack speed and damage. Shape-shifting skill damage. I don't care about this reduction. Armor, willpower, max life. Oof. I kind of want that one too, though. What was this? Crit strike and physical damage. This is just 10% damage. Bunch of attack speed, which I don't really know that I need. Maybe I'll go to this bottom route. Ah! Oh, my shields. I gotta get those slippers. Stormbringer's dumb in 90, plus I had to just sit on this bloodstone I needed to collect and it wouldn't move. Then if I went far away and come back, it would spawn again on top of it. And it one-shots you if you don't get out of the pulse. Would Flame Shield save him in that scenario, Modurpin? I don't know. Do we care about this event? I don't know if these are worth doing. I have no idea. Rip. Oh no, watch out! Oh, I'm shocking the prisoner! Yeah, Flame Shield makes you immune and gives you barrier for procs plus flame dot damage if you need it. Oh, okay. Makes you immune to damage, huh? I haven't tried this build out in PvP at all. I feel like because I have to get so close, it's probably not great. What? Got the key?
I'm not ready yet.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, we got it. Nice. I'll just out that dungeon, yeah. How do you like being back on WoW? Something you might play again, or... Oh, I've been struggling with it. It's like... You know, the expansions generate a lot of hype, and all my friends want to play, and it's just like, the more I look into it, the more I just realized how, like... WoW has, like, robbed itself of, like, any enjoyment. I'm definitely gonna try it. I'm definitely gonna try. But I think at this point, like, New World just offers everything I want from an MMO, plus more. Physical damage, poison damage, damage for crowd control, critical... Wow. Okay. Little extra damage reduction there, that's good. Max life damage close, vulnerable damage, critical strike with... Oh, that's a sacred. Right.
You can still use
Yeah, I was kind of explaining this earlier, but it's like, because WoW has add-ons, you just like, you don't really get to play a lot of the game. And not only that, but if you choose to play the game at like a fun capacity, because there's a DPS add-on, it's like,
It is done.
well, a lot of people just won't play with you. You know what I mean? It's like, because there's so much information available, and because everything's just been like so hardcore analyzed down to like, these are the 9 buttons you push in order based off of the procs, and this is every stat point you have to have, and just blah 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 blah. It's like, WoW forces you to have to go full try hard to just be like average. I like New World's Gathering and questing better, but I like WoW's endgame better. Yeah, and that's where I'm just struggling with it, because it's like, well, New World has a lot. I mean, there's no real like rating in New World. I'll admit defeat there, but you know, the mutations have a really great mythic feel. The PvP in New World, I would argue, is actually better than WoW. I don't look at that stuff. I play the game casual and do all the basic endgame stuff. Yeah, and that's like the hard part though, right? It's like, well, a lot of groups just won't play with you if you're not putting up, you know, decent damage numbers. And it's like, not only are they comparing your damage to the groups, but they're also comparing your damage to every other person that plays your class, because now there's something called parsing, which is just like, bro, this is like so sweaty to just be okay. It's like, I can't just pick the class I want to be. because Icy Veins has all the class ranked tier lists. It's like everyone goes to that website and they're like, okay, don't ever play with a Ret Paladin because they're an F tier or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give WoW a try. I'm going to do it without all the add-ons and all the stuff that just, I think, make the game, like, just turn you into a bot, basically. And then, you know, I'll play for a while. I'll see if I'm able to accomplish anything playing it my own way, and then I'll probably, you know, go back to New World. It's a community share. I found so many random chill groups that you can do heroic rating and good high mythics, plus you have to weed them out, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, that's something I'm really bad at in games in general. Like, I'm really bad at finding a community to be a part of. I always try to create my own clan, and I'm just never able to, like, put in the work that it requires to just be constantly recruiting 24/7 and, like, hosting, you know, events and, like, leading dungeons. Like, it's just a lot of work. Oh. Someone of the Ancients here? Stunned? Man, these corrupted shrines are excellent. I'll put my group stuff I host or look at people's group info chill. Don't be an ass. If you want to complain, need not apply. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just falling in line with the wrong people. I mean, it's a really hard mindset. I mean, for me especially, but I think for people in general to be like, okay, you don't need to try to be the best at this game. You know, it's like, it's a really hard realization that you have to go through where you're just like, okay, look, like, I don't need to try to be the top 1% at every game I play. First of all, I don't have the skill or capacity to be able to be the top 1%. But second of all, it's just like getting yourself out of that mentality where you have to be like, I have to min-max everything so I can compete on like the top level with the pros. Like, I've noticed I've robbed myself from like so much fun because I'm always like, what's the best build? What's the best rotation? How do I beat everyone in PvP? This works like 90% of the time. If you aren't mythic raiding, people shouldn't worry too much. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely never mythic raid. You know, I'd like to do like mythic dungeons and like, you know, try to press that a little bit. But even then, it's like, well, can you even play WoW without deadly boss mods? Because pretty much everyone I've talked to says you can't. Like, you literally have to have deadly boss mods because there's just like so many exploding colors all over the screen that it's really hard to tell like what's going on, what you need to dodge, and like where you need to be. It's like, dude, I do not want an add-on yelling at me, telling me how to move my character. Yeah, but I just think WoW's been overanalyzed at this point. Like DPS meters, parsing, all that stuff is just like it's too min-maxy. It's like super sweaty. And unfortunately, I don't really enjoy things like questing. I really don't like dailies. I don't like renowned or rep grinding. Like, I want to be able to play games the way I find them fun. I mean, New World, you had like 5 different sets of gear to do anything endgame. Not sure how much of that they've changed that aspect. I'm not sure what period of time you were playing that was the case, but all the gear now is like, everything is extremely customizable. You know, there's definitely like themes you need to achieve with your armor. But for the most part, like, you can craft just about everything to make it the best. Had to have different resistances depending on the dungeon. Yeah, so boons and banes are now gone. They removed those from the game. So you don't have to have like bonus damage to angry earth or like, you know, bonus damage to corrupted enemies and damage reduction from corrupted enemies. They got rid of all that stuff. Resistances are definitely still a thing. But I think a lot of that stuff like comes from potions and that type of stuff now. I don't know. Again, I haven't done like super endgame with New World either. So the mythics have basically 3 tiers. There's regular dungeons. They're called mutations. It's M1, M2, and then M3 is the hardest, and the difficulty jumps up like considerably. So I've done M2s before. I've never actually tried an M3, and M3 is like your gear needs to be really optimized to be able to survive. So that might be what you're talking about. But even if that was the case, even if it was like, okay, you have to have this gear to be able to perform well here. You know, it's not, oh, hey, if you don't have the right talents downloaded from Icy Veins, if you don't have the right rotation on your bars from Icy Veins, and you're not using one of the top ranked classes, you know, it's like, we won't even accept you to the group. Like, that type of stuff doesn't happen in like Final Fantasy or New World, where, wow, it's very normal. Look at the YouTubers in the game and their inventory was packed full of gear. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely still that's still a thing. And I don't really know. I think it's like, it's kind of the side effect of having, you know, random gear drops. Kind of like the loot system in New World's like kind of similar to Diablo in that way. It's like, we're gonna drop you a ton of gear, which they've actually reduced that, by the way. They decreased the amount of gear drops in dungeons by like, I think it was like 30 or 40%, something pretty significant. And now the gear drops based off of like what you're using, so the gear is more relevant. But it's really hard to like, you know, when something drops and you're like, oh, this is good, it's not for my build, but I might, like, what if I want to switch builds later? So it's like, you end up just hoarding all this stuff just in case you want to be something different later on. But yeah, that's very much a thing. I've got 3 storage boxes full of different pieces of gear that I'll probably never use, but, you know, one of them could have a very niche use at one point in time, so I'm afraid to get rid of it. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I also just, like, I don't really enjoy things like mount farming. Like, sadly, for me, that really doesn't satisfy any type of itch. So it's like, a lot of the just, like, casual fun stuff that WoW has to offer really doesn't do it for me. It's like, the things that interest me in WoW are open world PvP, which they kind of, like, made really difficult with dragon flying. Dungeon PvP, or sorry, Battlegrounds PvP, and then, like, you know, mythics, like mythic dungeons. It's like, it's really hard to do anything in PvP if you don't have all the PvP add-ons like telling you when diminishing returns is coming down and like, you know, what cooldowns have been used and what, you know, what defensives are on cooldown, blah, blah. But BGs are kind of casual for the most part, so it's not a huge deal. So full. 35, just get rid of it. No spawn either. Not to mention, and I know this is a controversial opinion because, you know, some people like it, so some people don't. But I'm just over tab targeting. I am over tab targeting, man. I really like the open action combat type stuff like New World has. I use deadly boss mods, but most of the time I don't pay attention to it. I just run the dungeon a few times, and most of the stuff you can remember unless it's a timer or to a stacking mechanic, or if you're a raid, you'll have a raid leader calling stuff out most of the time. Yeah, and that's fine. It's like, I'm actually okay losing, you know what I mean? I'm okay with us not being able to complete a dungeon, because that gives me something to work towards. You know, it's like, okay, I need to memorize this dungeon so we can actually beat it. But when you have deadly boss mods, just like, oh, step out of the fire that you're in, you know. Oh, the boss is doing a one-shot mechanic, stand in the light. It's like, are you actually playing this game?
Not while I'm in town.
There's even like the stab points were really cool. I like the addition of like, oh, crit strike, mastery, haste. Like that was like nice. I can actually like experiment and like mess around with some builds and like, you know, have fun with it. But it's like, oh no, Icy Veins has every single build optimized down to you get crit strike and you get mastery. If you don't get those two things, your damage is going to be cut in half and you're going to be trash. It's like, why is everything so calculated already? Damage to close enemies, damage to crowd-controlled enemies. Critical strike with werewolf skills, damage to injured enemies. I need damage to close enemies on my ring instead of damage to crowd controlled, I guess, because I can get more damage out of it. Gonna take a bio break and upgrade my weapon. Alright, sounds good, Adapt. Appreciate you. I mean, Diablo 4 does too. Yeah, Diablo 4, I mean... Oh, crap, what was I talking about? I mean, towards stats and guides and min-maxing. Yeah. I mean, certainly. But Diablo 4 doesn't have your performance, you know, on blast for everyone to see. Like, I can play Diablo 4 my own way because the rest of the group doesn't know how much DPS I'm doing. You know, it's like... I can experiment in D4 because D4 is mainly I mean, you pretty much you can play entirely solo. You don't ever have to group up with anyone to accomplish anything in this game. But also, even if I'm in a group, like unless I'm dying every 2 seconds, no one knows that I suck. But yeah, looking at your class and level and probably knowing what you can do. Yeah, like someone would have to be so well versed with your class and like your abilities, and like they'd have to be like watching what you were doing throughout the entire run to figure out if you were good or bad. But that's why Final Fantasy has like, you know, it feels so nice to play dungeons in Final Fantasy because you can just play, you can play any way you want to. No one knows if you suck. unless you're just dying constantly. But yeah, but WoW's like, okay, not only, this is how much damage they're doing, right? They're at the bottom of the DPS charts, and we now have parsing, so you can compare him to every other druid in existence, and he is in the bottom 1%. It's just like, you are just begging to get roasted. I think a lot of this, like, this dislike for how much WoW, you know, there's so much insight into WoW that it like forces you to have to be so good. Is like we were when Dragonfly, I think it was Dragonflight or maybe the expansion before that, Battle for Azeroth or something. We were raiding with a buddy in his raid group, and it was like we got stuck on bosses, and of course, you know, the first thing they do is they start looking at the people that are underperforming, and they're like, okay, well, Zell, I can see that you're doing the bottom 5%. You know, you're in the bottom 5% of all druids. Like, you need to go out and you need to look up your build and you need to fine-tune your stats and you need to get your rotation down. And it's just like, you think my rotation sucking is why everyone's dying in the pool of lava they're standing in? Yeah. That's also the community being toxic. Yeah, but I mean, the data enables them to be toxic. It's a weird phenomenon where it's like, okay, here we're gonna throw out DPS meters. You're like, you don't have to use a DPS meter. But if you don't use a DPS meter, you will be at a significant disadvantage over everyone that does. You know, here's deadly boss mods. You don't have to use this, but because it's been introduced and because they're allowing it, you are at a significant disadvantage if you do not use this, because anyone that is using it knows everything that's going on. If I look at people that underperforming, I'm like, all right, you haven't interrupted, so let me understand, see the spell you interrupted. Yeah. This is what you do to avoid it. Yeah, and you know, that stuff's fine. That is part of like learning an MMO and learning the dungeon and learning the mechanics, and that feels really rewarding. When it's like you're actually like, okay, we're learning this boss. Your friends are helping you learn this boss. You know, they're teaching you how to play rather than sending you to a website and telling you to do your homework and figure out how to do it. This is a good ring. Is 1,000 life ever gonna be better than 11% damage or damage reduction now? But details tells me that people because people are a lot of times often afraid to be like, sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, and WoW, because it's just like it's so easy to queue up and just get someone else in your dungeon. Like, I mean, you just you boot someone you don't like from your group and you got a new DPS in, you know, 15 seconds. It's like they've over-convenienced the game to the point where like there's no punishment. The key is bricked. Yeah, I know Mythic Plus is a little bit different, but like even in raids, like, right, you could kick someone for a raid and then fill that slot with like no penalty, I think. Here's a 43. That seems good. Oh, I don't have access. Okay. You know what? Actually, maybe I should do a couple of these strongholds so I can actually get into these dungeons. Yeah, that's kind of why Battlegrounds, I think, have always been my favorite part of WoW. I mean, I really like open world PvP, but like I said, the flying mounts have really made open world PvP awkward.
Not while I'm in town.
Because it's so easy for a rogue to just like vanish, sap you, and then hop on his flying mount and just be out of render distance within seconds. It was funny. There was like a post on Twitter where they released this new add-on. There was a new patch that just came out, and I guess it's like every hour a zone spawns, and you're supposed to like collect these like seeds from it or something like that. And like the next day, there was a tweet, and they were like, "We released an add-on that like counts down every second that this is available, and like where you need to be and where, you know, what you need to know to be able to get as many of these as possible in your window." And I posted on it, and I was like, you know, unpopular opinion, I think WoW should ban add-ons. And then like the first response was like, if you do that, 90% of the player base will leave. Like, the last thing I want to do after I work my 40-hour 9-to-5 job is come into the game and learn mechanics. It's like, so you want add-ons so you don't have to play the game? Open World PvP died years ago. I think it was more for stuff they added it. Open World died years ago. Laugh out loud. I think it was more of stuff they added in with the cross-realming and stuff or whatever. Yeah, the like layers and instances and things like that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, I definitely, I think flying mounts, and I've said this, my friends have said this thousands of times, but I think flying mounts are like one of the worst possible things you can do for a game. Like, once you introduce flying, the hypermobility changes the game permanently, and there's no coming back from it. Some servers still keep it going, like Emerald Dream. Open world battles. Yeah, that's one of the things I really like about New World. It's like, in the beginning of New World, open world battles were everything. And then they got scared because people were like, oh, there's not enough PvE in this game. So then they like really tailored New World to PvE. And that like eliminated anyone from ever flagging out in the open world. It was just like, you know, this was supposed to be a PvP game, and we like completely pivoted. And then in the most recent patch, they introduced they changed the way that you do war in territories. By now, if you want to have a war on a territory, you have to go do open world PvP to push the territory into war, basically. So it's like, okay, sick. Open world PvP is back now, and it is so much fun. It's like, it's, in my opinion, what the endgame PvP should be for New World. And I feel like WoW's tried to do that a couple times, where they would like have open world events of some sort. But I don't feel like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen one stick. Too many of these seeds. Man, I chunked this thing. Let's see if I can turn this in. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna play a class I've never played before, because one of the things, the WoW Druid is like the perfect class for me. It's like, I love being able to do damage and heal. I love being able to stealth. I love having the option of being ranged or melee. Like, I love being able to just like do, you know, I can do some sort of like everything. But because I can do everything, I feel like Druid has just a million keys. And that's like one of the things I really struggle with WoW. It's like, I just started a brand new character. I started a Paladin. And first second of the game, I already have like 10 different skill keys. It might actually be more than that. And it's like, there's just, like, do we need 40 skills on each of the classes? I got 3 bars on most of mine. Yeah, it's like, do we need that many? Like, who is the 40 skills benefiting? Like, is it just we want to keep, like, you know, World Cup PvP, you know, complicated? So it's like a higher tier. I don't know. And people like fight for it too. It's like, you know, I've brought this opinion up in other scenarios, you know, on like Twitter and stuff like that. And people are like, if you get rid of skills, people will quit. It's like, what do you need all these for? I know Rookstreamer PvP said he has 97 keybinds, and he doesn't use a mouse with 7 buttons either. I don't know, man. I just like, when I look at stuff like that, and I'm just like, I don't understand how anyone could be in favor of this. And then people are like, I love this. Just like, damn, what is wrong with me that I'm missing? I'm missing the pole here. I was watching a Peekaboo video earlier where he's doing a... Peekaboo is like one of the best rogues in the world. He's also an amazing streamer. And I was watching a video of him, like, he was like critiquing one of his viewers' rogue arenas. And dude, his reaction to his UI was just so funny. It was just so damn funny. I mean, most of mine are centered around the same buttons. I just add in shift or control, so it ain't that bad. Yeah, but still, it's just so much to remember. It's like, because WoW's tab targeting, right? And you don't have to aim and, you know, position, you know, like, position is not, like, as crucial as some other games where it's like, oh, if you're not in attack range, you know, you're not going to hit this thing, or... It's like, they decided to make the difficulty, here's 70 buttons, and you have to hit them in the right order. And I feel like that's gotta be... maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but that to me sounds like one of the least interesting ways to make something challenging. It's like, we're gonna overwhelm and suffocate you with the amount of options. I'll see if I can pull that Peekaboo video up really fast because it was so damn funny. stopping me from doing this?
I must wait a moment.
Vulnerable damage, physical damage, damage to close critical strike chance. Damn, that ring's amazing.
I'm not ready.
Forgot I came out here to do strongholds. Okay. I feel like I get a lot more damage here. But I'd be losing out on lucky hit chance, which I'm not entirely sure how important that is. The crit chance on this ring is also really low, but that's okay. We can increase it. Ooh, lightning resistance is one of my weaker resistances, though. Oh no, lightning resistance is good. Okay, maybe. What boons do I have? Tell me what those are, and then give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom again. Drink the energy drink. 1 second. Ah, the spirit boons, yes. These are the spirit boons I'm currently rocking. Weariness, 10% reduced damage from elites. There's really not a ton of great options in the stag tree. I've got 5% increased crit strike and then 10% increased attack speed. 25% extended duration of ultimates. And then critical strikes with shape-shifting skills have a 75% chance to heal you. Which again, I just don't feel like there's a ton of options in that one either. In the one to the right, usually you want lucky hit a lot. Masochistic, yeah. I would just be gaining like what? 20, 34. I'd be gaining like 24% damage with this ring. Oh yeah, it helps you keep up your Grizzly Rage, yeah. Yeah, it's weird because in Grizzly Rage I'm actually at my most vulnerable because I can't get out of CC. HDJDVV. Okay, what else we got here? Nothing. You try not to run an ult at all. Maybe toss in Poison Creeper for CC. Oh no, I use Grizzly Rage, but I'm actually like kind of liking having a little bit of downtime from it right now, so I can actually like get out of CC. Come here. Yeah, you can come here, cuddle papa. Kitty's jumping on my lap. Man, I wish they would update this PvP store. I don't know why they keep leaving this thing the same.
No horse without a boy. Understand?
Like, this stuff is so old at this point. Welcome back, Adapt. Why didn't they update this? It doesn't even tell you if you have it already or not, so it's like I can't I can't tell if I've already bought these things. We have farmed like 5k of those shards total since release. On the preseason, I farmed a bunch of them. And there's a couple mounts you can get from it, but it's like they haven't changed them ever. Assuming they kind of just forgot about it. I'm just opening up one of these strongholds, Daft, and then we can hop right back into the maps. If you're down. I investigate in here.
won't survive. We'll sacrifice ourselves before our home. It's over.
There you go.
I need my allies to hurt.
Got one. All right, trigger anything you want. Let's do. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go break these down real quick.
I can break them down.
All right, I'm ready when you are. $43. Oof. This is a vulnerable one. This is gonna be rough. I've not checked this in a bit. Premium required. Okay, so I think I'm actually done with the battle pass. That's kind of cool. Not done with these though. Kind of get itchy to play Dead by Daylight. I haven't touched it in like 6 years. Honestly, you should try that game sometime. I feel like it's good for building slow communities. I actually have messed around with that game before, and I really like it. Yeah, I wish this game had a global chat. I don't understand why they just like didn't do that. Because I actually feel like Diablo could be pretty good for socializing also, but yeah. Another little whoopsie, I guess. I just forgot about it. Weird pseudo MMO with no MMO content, yeah.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight was that was a pretty good time. That's another very very viewable game. Like I kind of consider Rocket League like also a very viewable game. It's like Dead by Daylight is cool because you can like know very little about video games, but watch that and like, you know, have an understanding of what's going on and be interested with it. They're working on it because they've seen how much trade chat is being used. Yeah, I saw that. I saw them say that. I don't know, like they do a lot of stuff that's like you would expect developers that have never developed a game before to miss. It's like this company has decades of experience making games. How do you realize that? How do you like forget about a general chat? Like every other one of your games has this. Why did you forget it in this one? You guys done with New World? No, definitely not. New World D4 snooze neck and stomach watching D&D. And darker. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to chase the... Well... The leaderboard being high roller only is just such a buzzkill for Dark and Darker. I really wish they would change that. Like, high roller is just not fun.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, I'm really liking New World. We're all talking about jumping back on the WoW train for a little bit because the expansion's coming out and then Season Discovery's coming out into this month. So like, some WoW stuff coming up. I don't know if it's gonna hold me. I've been kind of like voicing my concerns with WoW in general all stream. I'm gonna give it a shot, see how that goes. But honestly, I'm just having a really good time with Diablo 4. I'm having a really good time with New World. You know, I still want to get back into Dark and Darker. I haven't beat Elden Ring yet. Like, I need to do another playthrough of Elden Ring. Like, I've got, like, so many games on the docket. Yeah, Season of Mastery could be cool. I really don't like how many versions of WoW there are now just floating around. It's like there are like 4 different instances of World of Warcraft to play. It's like there's Classic, there's Retail, there's Classic Plus, you know, there's Wrath of the, you know, there's Classic Cataclysm. I feel like we're really dividing up the player base here, but I don't know, maybe that doesn't really matter for WoW, because it's like, if you play one, you can kind of play them all. With someone trying to break into streaming, you shouldn't just play what you want, what your friends want. You should figure out what game will help you think get a community rolling. Well, yeah, but also, I can't play a game I don't want to play just to try to build a community in an area that doesn't interest me. Like, what I'm doing has to be something I enjoy, or it doesn't matter if there's a community or not. Yeah, sadly, Animal Crossing just does not do it for me. Good game, though. The game is very calming and peaceful. I don't think that's true. I think you don't care. But I think there's still a decent amount of people that really like D4, especially this season. I just put a YouTube video out on why I think D4 is actually like fun to play now. And I got a couple thousand views on it in like 3 days, which for me is like really, really good. The 4th seasonal base, so deeper into the season, less interest. Yeah. Yeah, that's another nice thing about D4 too. It's like you can really just hop on for the new season, get a couple weeks of game time in, and then just forget about it until the next season comes up. I mentioned we're just melting people. But yeah, like especially with the Ubers and stuff right now, like people are really looking for groups and like for Uber clears and things of that nature. I'm just not quite strong enough to actually carry that yet. Oh my god. Okay. Scroll of Amnesia. Wait, what? What's the Scroll of Amnesia? Refunds all your allocated skill points and Paragon points. That's kind of nice. Sucks that there's another item in here that I have to maintain, but, yeah. Whatever. Max damage reduction from poison enemies. Decently high total armor. God, my pants rolled. Max total armor and near max poison damage also, though. God. Attack speed, no. It's a low one. Nothing. Alright, let me pop a few of mine because I've got way too many in here. Okay. 43 coming up. Those scrolls, you get 3 and were meant to be a filler before they added the refund all button, which they've already done now. Oh, okay. Oh, where's that button? Just out of curiosity. Came in last week's update. Bottom Paragon board. Sweet.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet.
Nice. Alright, 43s seem very doable. Oh. Yeah, actually, I need to put out a YouTube video today. If y'all got any ideas, shoot them my way. Oh, unique pants. Considering two options, either one, talking about my Diablo 4 build, which is like so-so, or asking TikTok to pick my WoW class, because I've been kind of torn between Unholy Death Knight and Paladin. Kind of leaning Paladin, but DK would be something different and kind of cool. I don't know why I'm doing this.
I'm not ready for this.
But I'm doing it! Oh, okay. I was gonna say they didn't fix this, but allowing us to walk through it now, I guess. Probably be easier, plus you can do all three specs if you want to try them. Heal, tank, DPS. Yeah, that blood pool thing was really annoying. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. It's gonna be really hard for me because, like, one of my most, one of the most fun activities I have is doing Battlegrounds, which I pretty much always played Druid so I could stealth. And like stealthing in Battlegrounds is so sick. It's going to be really hard playing a class that can't stealth now. Especially if Red World plays Rogue, which he does every time we play, and it's like, okay, well now he's gonna be stealth and I'm not, so I'm gonna get jumped 10 times more. Rogue tank time, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'll play in Season Discovery.
I must wait a moment.
"13." Damage while shapeshifted, total armor, damage reduction from close enemies. This is a very good chess piece. Kind of low item level though. Could it ever be better than this? Well, that's at 810. I don't know. Probably not. Storm's Companion. Your wolf companions are infused with the power of the storm, dealing lightning damage and gaining the Storm Howl ability. Companion's movement speed. And it rolled really poorly. Hold on to it for fun. Damage to close. Vulnerable damage, damage to slowed, and damage to injured. That is another incredible ring. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these rings I'm finding. Oh my gosh. Does anyone know what the druid class changing abilities are in Season of Discovery? Actually didn't look those up. I don't know where these came from. It's a good one. Oh wait, no, that's a bad one. This is a good one. Ooh, a perfect Ring of the Umbral too. I'd like to see it.
How can I help? The forge is always hot.
I got another 43. Oh, I don't have access to it. So I suck. How about this one?
I must wait on it.
EP already? Let's go. I actually forgot to change this back. Rats on 86.
I'm not ready yet.
fake door got me.
I must wait a moment.
I'm almost pick up 15% damage here and 2 Paragon points. That'll be pretty big.
I must wait a moment.
Adapt, you don't need anything from Varshan, do you? Just curious if you actually need anything. I've ran him 100 times, but wondering if there was something you're missing from him. Only you're missing is Tyvolt's Will. Where does that drop from? XP lightning damage. Nope. No idea.
Greetings. How's it? I've been starting from nothing.
Ah. We're gonna be good for me and bad for you. 60% damage reduction from distant enemies. Or 60% damage reduction from distant attacks. Tier 42 dungeon.
I'm not ready yet.
World events, oh no. Oh, it's it doesn't drop from one of the Ubers? Oh, it drops from Duriel? I hope they do something about the living steel situation, because it's not the easiest to get. Oh, events. Somebody got time for that?
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, they mentioned, like, trying to make it a little easier to get.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
The whole times become a permanent rotation thing like the harvest. Yeah, that would be really nice. Oh, anyway, we get this into the boss room. A little bit. Oh, it wore off like the second I started attacking her. I did not coordinate that well. Nice. Tutorial 14. Almost there. People have enjoyed Blood Harvest and it being hourly. Yeah. Yeah, Blood Harvest has been fun. All right. I think I'm actually going to call it there for the day. I didn't put out a YouTube video earlier, so I still got to film a YouTube video and a TikTok and throw those up. So I am going to hop off stream. Appreciate you all being here. Adapt, thanks for the runs. That was a lot of fun. Modurpin, great conversation as always. Really appreciate it. Let me see real fast before everyone bounces. I got out of the habit of raiding. Let's raid someone real fast. It's been a while. Oh, you know what? I know this has nothing to do with the game we're playing, but I've been hanging out in this stream a lot lately, and she's a amazing streamer. So if you wouldn't mind hopping in there and just showing her a little bit of love, I'd appreciate that. Small raid, but we're sending it that way. I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Peace.
Yeah, there was that disgusting, like, molted... Yeah. Hey, Zell, thank you so much for the raise. Sorry, my alerts were muted. There was that gross, like,